Well, hello everybody. Long time no see. Do you remember me? Your old pal Sinatra Lennon. I'm still here. I'm doing well. I'm still shaving. I'm still in this bathroom here. Still got the towel on. And so anyway, I haven't done one of these in a long time. And I was checking. I'm semi-retired, mostly retired. But I was checking the comments and there were several people asking if I was okay and everything. I'm totally fine. Everything's fine. I just am mostly retired now from this. But every now and then I get a little wild hair and I decide, well, let's do a shaving video today. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna shave and catch up. I don't have a ton of big news or anything. My wife was in a car accident, so that's not good. I'll tell you about that, I guess. The kids are doing fine. They're growing up, getting older. I'm getting older too. We're all getting older, aren't we? So let's make the most of it. Let's shave. I just took a shower, did my hair, and yeah, the old catchphrase. And I didn't shave yesterday, I don't think, even though you can't see it. It's there and it's bothering me and it's time to shave. I'm going to use the old Rockwell 6S, my baby. My son now has stolen the gold Rockwell. Every time I come into this bathroom, we're redoing the bathroom downstairs, the kids' bathroom. So every time I come up in the morning or in the afternoon, the gold Rockwell is sitting out on the counter. He's used it. Yeah. He knows good razors. So anyway, I'm going to use the stainless steel one, and I forgot to figure out what soap to use. Space soap. I'm going to go back in time. I'm going to go back in time to the original margaritas in the Arctic. That's right. My buddy, who I work with, who's the nudist, this dude cooksinthenude.com. Check him out. I got him he bought a sampler pack of like 4 or 5 of Sterling stuff, so I'll find out what he thinks of it. They just arrived. But I talked him into it, and he's already shaving with a safety razor, so there you go. Okay, so let's do that, and I got the old Jolly Rancher soaking here. Got the Jolly Rancher from West Coast Shaving. Oh, so long ago it seems that I got this. The little coin has fallen off the bottom, but it still works great. I still like it a lot. All right, let's shave, shall we? So it's October, the middle of October, and it's just now starting to feel kind of cool here in Texas. It's been in the 90s every day. Things are hot all over, folks. Things are tough all over, as they say, but I hope you're doing all right. I hope that with whatever you're feeling like in this modern world, I hope you're not feeling crazy. I hope you're not feeling anxious. I hope you're not feeling sad or I hope that you've got all your ducks in a row, that you're on top of your bills, you've got everything. Those homework assignments you're supposed to do, that email you're supposed to get to. I hope you're on top of all that. And if you're not, go do it right now. You don't have permission to watch this video. That's my dad advice. You do not have permission to doom scroll any further. You can't go on TikTok for the next 2 hours. You can't watch this video, but I'll be here when you get back. But I want you to go take care of those things, whatever they are. You've been putting them off a long time, I know. How do I know? Because I've done it. And I don't want you to go down the same road. I try to tell this kind of stuff to my kids, and maybe one day they'll remember. I don't know. Let's put some more hot water on my face. Soften these whiskers. Oh, smell that. Margaritas in the Arctic. I'm a little tired of this scent, to be honest. I don't use it that much, but it's still in the top drawer here. It's top notch. Anything from Sterling is good. So anyway, it's October. We're gearing up. For the past year and a half or so, I've been putting together pieces of a new costume. Maybe I'll show you a picture of me in that costume towards the end of this video if I remember to put it in, hopefully. Don't skip forward. Take care of those emails, take care of that homework, go pay that bill, go outside and take out the garbage like you're supposed to. Come back later, and then I'll show you that costume. But yeah, I've been putting together a Halloween costume from bits and pieces and different makers across the world for a Batman 1966 costume. I love Batman 1966. I love the colors. I love the goofiness, the hokiness. Adam West as Batman. And how about that Catwoman. Batgirl. Have you heard the Batgirl theme song? Go check it out on YouTube when you're done with me. Batgirl. It's got a groovy 60s vibe to it. Anyway, I'll show you a picture of my now completed 1966 Batman costume at the end of this. I gotta remind myself, but I'm gonna do it. I promise you. I guarantee it. Not a guarantee. So anyway, I just put a new feather blade in this Rockwell 6S, the stainless steel, and it shaves just as beautifully as it ever has. It feels great on the skin. It does a great job. Buy a Rockwell razor if you think of it. If you think of it between now and then, whatever that means, buy yourself one, please, okay? All right, so my wife being in the car accident, so this was back at the sort of the end of September. I'm going to my weekly Beetle Bash gig that I do every week. And I get a call from my wife, and I can tell she's in distress. You know, she's like, there's noise in the background. She tells me she's just been in an accident. But then as soon as she's talking to me about that, the EMS or police, whoever was there with her, kind of then started talking to her. And so I didn't know where she was, where the intersection was, where it happened, what had happened. She said our dog, here's what she said. Our dog Cinnamon was in the car. She was alone in the van. It was a big Honda Odyssey, which has now been destroyed. But the dog was in the back, and she said, Cinnamon's gone. I was like, oh no, Cinnamon has died. But it meant she had run out. So anyway, I'll talk about Cinnamon in a minute. So I was able to look on the Find My app because we share our locations. You should do that with your family and loved ones. Share your locations in case grandma falls down or gets lost, or your wife is gets in a car accident. You need to find her because she can't tell you where she is. I used that to go find him. And my son was there because she just dropped him off at a football game, a school football game. And the car was like, a guy ran a red light. My wife was not at fault. She was going through a normal green light, and this guy, like, he was trying to beat the red, I guess, in a pickup truck and slammed into her passenger side. If anyone had been in the passenger side, and that would have been me, because, like, say we're gonna, normally I drive everywhere. Like, I'm the dad, that drives. Like, if we're going to San Antonio or Dallas or wherever, I'm driving. But if we're, like, just going to dinner or something, I like, will you drive me, please? And I just sit and I relax in the passenger side. So if I had been in the passenger side, I would probably still be in the hospital right now, because that car was going fast. And the collision pushed so much of the metal of the door and everything into the passenger side, the wheel well, or the foot well, where your feet and legs go. My legs would have been crushed in the side. I mean, my wife had a broken rib and bruising all over, and she was on the driver's side. And the dog, Cinnamon, was fine. She had just, she was sitting in the chair. She was in the very back of the van, so she wasn't hurt at all, which is crazy. And she ran out. And this was at an intersection where there was a freeway and then like a heavy thoroughfare. So the dog jumped out of the van, ran underneath the freeway, ran across the feeder road, like 3 or 4 lanes of traffic, and then into a giant parking lot. Luckily, she was fine, and some people found her and brought her to the fire station. But my gosh. And so, like I said, the van was totaled. My wife went to the hospital. She didn't stay overnight because it was a fractured rib, I think maybe in 2 places. You can't do anything about it except give you some pain meds and send you home. Unfortunately, pain meds don't work very well on my wife, so she was just taking a bunch of Tylenol and ibuprofen. But they gave her a lot of drugs when they took her in the ambulance, that's for sure. They gave her, the stuff Elvis liked. Oh, they gave her fentanyl at one point. They said, we're going to give you fentanyl. I was like, whoa, wait! Because it's, on everyone's lips or whatever. But used properly, it's fine. So anyway, got home and everything. She's been in recovery. This was several weeks ago, like I said. First pass is done. Going for the second pass. And the dog is fine. The car was totaled. I had to get everything out of it. I couldn't get stuff out of the glove box because it was so crushed in. I don't think there was anything of value in there except some sunglasses or something. So no big deal. But like my wife and I said, if it had to happen, at least it happened the way it did, because she was not badly hurt and nobody else was in the car, especially kids. Me, I don't care. Like, I would rather, if I could take any hurt or pain away from my kids, I would have them avoid it. I'll take it on. I wish, whenever they're sick or if they've got a pain or something. That was a heck of a week. That was a weird week. Yeah, I always would trade places and take it away from them if I could. My hair's doing weird stuff. it gets to this length and gravity just takes over and it just flops around. It's getting too high, you know. It gets this crazy Lyle Lovett, you know, Jimmy Neutron look, which I don't like. I wonder how that CGI holds up on that Jimmy Neutron cartoon. I bet it looks pretty dated by now. That was after my time. I didn't watch it, but I'm aware of who he is. So anyway, later that week, after the little emergency room visit, and she couldn't go to work for a week because of the pain. She couldn't sleep at all. They gave her Ambien. That didn't really work. I'm telling you, there's something about my wife's body. Drugs don't work on her. She's not a big drinker. She's never really done any hard drugs or anything like that. Neither have I. We're goody two-shoes that way. But she's doing much better now, and she's back to work and everything. But then my son, that same week, my youngest son, about midnight, I was walking, I'd fallen asleep on the fainting couch that I have out there. Yes, I have a fainting couch. It was not mine. My wife brought it into the marriage, so I thought I'd use it. It's nice to faint on. So anyway, I was going to bed, and my youngest son comes up the stairs and he says, my shoulder really hurts. And I was like, okay, well, whatever. So, you know, you're massaging it and everything. But it seemed so bad that I was like, is this bad enough to go to the emergency room? I mean, this is like 3 days after my wife's accident. I'm like, oh my God, what now? And so he said, yeah, it was. So we did. We went to one of those like urgent care places where I know it's not going to be crowded. And there's not going to be, you know, a 6-hour wait. But he was fine after that. It went away. I don't know what it was. We gave him some ibuprofen, but that was not a fun week. All kind of people feeling hurt and cars getting smashed. So went through the whole insurance rigmarole. Now we're dealing with the, luckily the other driver was insured, and we're dealing with them right now to see if they're going to pay for the hospital bills, because our insurance already paid for the totaled car. All right, third pass, folks. Going against the grain this time with the Rockwell. This is a great razor. So anyway, I think that's about all. That's about all there is for that story, I think. But otherwise, I'm getting little nicks everywhere. What the heck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm out of practice. Yeah, you can tell I'm out of practice, man. As if I haven't, you know, continually been shaving since I haven't been making videos. I'm gonna have to get the alum out. So no, I'm not really out of practice, but. So anyway, how is everybody out there doing? Please leave a comment and let me know, because I haven't really done this YouTube thing in a long time. And I'm not going to do it again. You know, I'm not going to do it regularly. And I know that's not very good for a channel and everything, but that's just the way it's going to be. It'll be an archive, I guess. Yeah. But the journey has been wonderful. And you all are wonderful. So I want to know how you're doing, because I'm just blabbing. I wish I could talk to you all. I should have a live. Since the weather's getting cool, I should have a live hangout on the porch at some point and show you what's new in the backyard. Did I show you that already? Did I tell you about that? No? Okay. But anyway, so yeah, we've been redoing the bathroom downstairs for the past, God, it seems like forever. Several months. Still not done. Oh, as soon as this is done, I'm never going to do any remodeling in any place I live ever again, I swear. Oh, seemed like it would just be quick and easy. There's a little bitty bathroom, not much to do. But boy, was I wrong. All right, there we go. There's 3 passes. I'm gonna have to get the alum out to stop any little, ooh, ouch. Got a little twinge right there, a little pain right there. What the heck is that? Feels like a little cut, but I don't see anything yet. I'm just doing some quick stuff towards the end here to get it as smooth as I want. If you've got, you know, skin like mine where you can handle this, do it. But otherwise, don't do it, because it'll just give you razor burn. You don't want the razor burn. Oh, here's the gold one that my son uses all the time. And maybe I used it during this video too. I don't know. Ooh, that's weird. I'm getting this little twinge right there of like a little pain. I'm not sure why. All right. Now, in aftershave news, I still use that Cremo post-shave balm cooling mint. Let me see if I need to use the alum. I shouldn't have done that. I forgot. I'm terrible. My brain, I swear, I hate my brain sometimes. Cremo is no longer blue. Look, it's white. They took the dye out or something? Or I don't know. Is that one of those new things where they're taking, I mean, we're not eating this. I don't know. I don't need to be told what to eat and what not to eat. I'll make those decisions myself. Thank you very much. What I put in my body. I mean, eating trashy food is my legacy. I grew up in the 70s, for goodness sake. McDonald's was the big place to go. So I can't let go of that stuff. I just can't. I can't. Yeah, I got one little nick right there. But if I keep doing this, it's almost the same as alum. Beat yourself up about the breast, neck, chest, and head, and it's the same as alum. Not Alan. All right, let's put this on. Cremo. White, creamy cremo instead of blue. Still tastes the same. Oops. Still smells the same. Smells like the inside of a minty old piano. I know it doesn't translate. I know you may not know what the heck I'm talking about. But smell like the interior of an old house, an old guitar, an old piano, that wood smell. I don't know what it is. But it's in there and I love it. I like it. So anyway, now I'm just kind of cleaning up and we've been going for 16 minutes, so that's good for today. And I don't know when I'll do the next one. I have no idea. But please let me know how you're doing out there because I do care about you. Even though I've sort of hung up the old razor as far as broadcasting as much as I did, I like to check in every now and then. And I have been using a couple of things that I can't talk about yet. So as soon as I can talk about those, I will. But I haven't heard anything new. And it's been maybe 2 months or something like that, close to. All right, what's my hair doing? See? I don't know. I don't know, folks. I got to pilot in a way that looks pleasing to me without being too like that. You know, pointy. Forget it. I'll forget about it. So I went to Boston. Did I tell you about that? I'll tell you about that next time. All right, folks. Well, that's it. I hope everyone's doing well. We're doing well here in Austin. Holiday season coming up. Can't wait. Halloween. Oh, I got to show you that Batman. That's right. Stick around in a couple of seconds for me, a still photo in the Batman getup that I took when I finally got all the pieces together a couple of months ago. Now I've been on a diet the past few weeks to get in my bat shape, you know. At least Adam West wasn't like big and muscular. I don't have to do that much. I just need to look less soft and pudgy like a dad man. I don't know. Anyway. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart for all these years and all the years to come. Because we still got a lot of time together, folks. Let's make the best of it. Let's make the best of it, really, together. So let's talk to each other. Let's just talk and listen. Let's listen more than we talk. And empathy. It's not a bad word. It's really not. Love you all. See you soon. Bye-bye.